Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Metaphysics podcast. I'm Dennis,
And I'm Louise.
and we are so excited to be diving into something with you all today.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know how to train your subconscious mind to be more positive.
Absolutely.
It's like, we're constantly just bombarded with negativity,
We are.
from the news to just daily annoyances,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so easy to get stuck in that loop.
Totally. It's almost like our brains are wired to zero in on the problems.
Right.
But what's so fascinating is that the more we focus on the negative, the more we seem to attract it into our lives. It's
Yeah.
like we're sending out a signal to the universe and we're like, hey, send me more of this.
It's like trying to pay for groceries with Monopoly money.
Exactly.
You're using the wrong currency.
Yes.
So if our thoughts and feelings are the currency that we're using,
They are.
how do we switch to the currency of abundance and positivity?
That's the million-dollar question.
Especially when it feels like we've been conditioned to believe that abundance is hard to come by.
Yeah, that's so true. The key is understanding that abundance is already present within us.
Oh,
It's like a wellspring of positive energy just waiting to be tapped into.
okay.
We just need to learn how to align our thoughts and feelings with that frequency.
I'm starting to see where you're going with this, but how do we make that shift from a mental concept to something we actually feel and experience in our lives?
It all starts with awareness.
Okay.
Imagine your thoughts are like a radio station that's constantly playing in the background of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, we're not even really listening to what's playing.
Yeah.
We're just letting it run on autopilot.
Yeah.
But to change the station, to shift to a more positive frequency, we need to start paying attention to that background noise.
Okay.
What are the stories that we're telling ourselves?
Yeah.
Are we focusing on what we lack? Or are we celebrating what we have?
So it's like becoming a mindful DJ of our own minds.
Exactly.
Something like that.
And once we're aware of the negative tunes that are playing on repeat,
Yeah.
we can start to consciously choose different tracks.
So how do we do that? What are some techniques we can use to reprogram our mental playlist, so to speak?
One of the most powerful tools is reframing.
Okay.
And this is about consciously shifting your focus from negative to positive, even in small ways.
Okay.
Let's say you're stuck in traffic.
Ugh, I hate that.
Instead of fuming and stressing,
Yeah.
you could use that time to appreciate the blue sky,
Mm-hmm.
listen to your favorite music, or even practice gratitude for having a car in the first place.
That makes sense. What about those days where it feels like everything is going wrong? How do you find things to be grateful for when you're knee-deep in negativity?
That's where the power of gratitude comes in.
Yeah.
It's not about denying the negative, it's about actively searching for those glimmers of good, even in challenging situations.
Okay.
Maybe you're grateful for the supportive friend who lent an ear,
Yeah.
the comfy bed you get to sleep in, or even just a hot shower that washes away the stress of the day.
I like that. It's like training your mind to seek out the good instead of automatically focusing on the bad.
Exactly. And the more you practice gratitude, the easier it becomes to spot those blessings even when things are tough.
Okay.
It's like building a muscle.
Makes sense.
The more you use it,
Yeah.
the stronger it gets.
So we've talked about awareness and reframing and gratitude.
Yeah.
What are some other techniques we can add to our mental gym routine for positivity?
Self-care is a big one.
Oh, that's a good one.
You can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Right.
So make sure you're filling yourself up with activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit.
Okay.
Whether that's spending time in nature meditation, listening to uplifting music, connecting with loved ones, whatever brings you joy and helps you recharge.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that training our subconscious mind isn't just about mental exercises. It's about taking care of our whole selves.
Yeah.
Speaking of mental exercises, let's talk about visualization.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it, but I'm not sure I fully grasp how it works.
Visualization is essentially creating a mental movie of your desired reality.
Okay.
The key is to engage all of your senses.
Okay.
See it, feel it, hear it, smell it, taste it. Wow, the more vivid and real you can make it in your mind's eye, the more you're imprinting that image onto your subconscious.
Yeah.
Remember, your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined.
Oh, wow.
So the more you visualize and feel the emotions as if it's already happening, the more you're aligning your energy with that reality.
So it's like planting a seed in the garden of your mind
Yes.
and then tending to it with all your senses.
Exactly.
I like that analogy a lot.
And just like a seed needs time to grow, be patient with the process.
Okay.
Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight.
This is all super insightful. We've already covered so much. Awareness, reframing, gratitude, self-care, and visualization. And there's so many other tools and techniques out there that we can use to reprogram our subconscious for positivity. But we'll get into those in part 2. For now, I want to hear from you. What resonated with you most in this conversation? What are some of your personal mental blocks to positivity? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Metaphysics podcast for more deep dives into this fascinating world of the unseen. We'll be back soon with part 2 of this episode, where we'll explore even more techniques to train your subconscious mind for positivity.
Welcome back to the Metaphysics podcast. We're continuing our deep dive into the amazing world of the subconscious mind.
You know, in part 1, we talked about how our thoughts and feelings are like a unique frequency, kind of like a radio signal.
Yeah.
That we're sending out into the universe and that attracts similar frequencies back to us.
Exactly. That's the law of attraction in action, attracts. So if we're constantly broadcasting negativity, guess what we're attracting?
More of the same.
More of the same. But here's the exciting part.
What's that?
We can change the station.
We can.
We can choose to tune into a different frequency, one that's aligned with abundance and joy and positivity.
Right. And one of the most powerful tools for doing that is visualization.
Absolutely. It's more than just daydreaming.
Yeah.
It's about consciously creating a vivid mental picture of what we want to experience.
Okay.
Engaging all of our senses as if it's already happening.
I think we all do this to some extent naturally, right?
Yeah.
Like when we're really craving a delicious meal, we can almost taste it.
Yes.
Or when we're daydreaming about a vacation, we can feel the sand between our toes.
Exactly. Visualization is like harnessing that natural power of imagination and amplifying it.
Okay.
It's like creating a blueprint for the subconscious mind to follow.
So how do we actually do it?
Well,
Can you walk us through like a visualization exercise?
sure. Find a quiet space where you can relax and focus. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. And then start to create a mental movie of your desired outcome. See it. Feel it, hear it, smell it, taste it. Engage all of your senses.
Wow.
For example, if you're visualizing your dream job, imagine yourself walking into your new office feeling confident and excited. See yourself interacting with friendly colleagues, engaging in work that you love, and receiving praise for your contributions.
Wow, I can almost feel it myself. So it's not just about seeing it, it's about feeling the emotions associated with that desired outcome.
Exactly. Emotions are powerful energy. The more you can embody the feeling of having what you want, the stronger the signal you're sending to the universe.
I'm starting to see how visualization can be such a powerful tool. It's like programming your subconscious mind for success by immersing it in the experience of having what you desire. But I have to admit, sometimes I get stuck in the how. Like, how will this actually manifest in my life?
That's a common stumbling block, and it's where surrender comes in.
Okay.
We don't need to know every detail of how it will happen.
In fact, trying to control every step can actually create resistance. The universe has a much grander plan than we can imagine.
So it's about trusting that the universe will deliver even if it's not in the way we expect.
Exactly. Let go of the need to micromanage the process.
Okay.
Focus on the feeling of having what you want and trust that the universe will take care of the details.
This is making so much sense.
Oh.
So we've got visualization and we've got surrender. What are some other techniques that can help us tap into the power of our subconscious mind?
Well, another fascinating technique is scripting,
Okay.
which is very closely related to visualization.
Okay.
But instead of just picturing it,
Yeah.
you write it down in detail as if it's already happened.
Okay.
It's like creating your own personal movie script for your dream life.
So it's about putting pen to paper and describing our desired reality in the present tense.
Yes. Find a notebook or a journal that you dedicate to scripting.
Okay.
Choose an area of your life you want to focus on.
And start writing in a vivid detail as if it's already happening. Engage all your senses and feel the emotions as you write.
That's a great idea. It's like turning those visualizations into a tangible story that we can revisit and immerse ourselves in. What about vision boards?
Yes.
Are those helpful too?
Absolutely. Vision boards are a visual representation of your goals and dreams.
Okay.
They're a fun and creative way to keep your desires top of mind and to attract what you want into your life.
I love that. It's like creating a visual reminder of the life you're manifesting.
Exactly. You can use images, words, quotes, whatever inspires you and represents your goals and dreams.
So to create a vision board, we just gather images that evoke strong positive emotions and represent different areas of our lives.
Yes. And the key is to place your vision board somewhere. You'll see it every day. Every time you look at it, take a moment to visualize yourself living those dreams. Feel the emotions and reaffirm your commitment to achieving them.
This is so inspiring. We've explored visualization, scripting, and vision boards, all incredible tools for harnessing the power of the subconscious.
Right.
But as we mentioned before, there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah.
The key is to find what resonates with you.
Yeah.
and to make it a regular practice.
Exactly. It's like anything else. Consistency is key. The
Right.
more you practice these techniques, the more you're training your subconscious mind to operate on a frequency of positivity and abundance.
Huh.
But remember, it's not just about techniques.
Yeah.
It's also about cultivating a connection with something greater than ourselves,
Okay.
our source energy.
Right. We talked about that in part 1, that connection to the universal life force that flows through all things. But how do we tap into that source energy? What are some practical ways to strengthen that connection?
Well, spending time in nature is one of the most powerful ways to connect with source energy.
Right.
Nature is a direct reflection of that universal life force. It's teeming with life and beauty and a sense of peace and harmony.
I definitely feel more grounded and connected when I'm surrounded by nature. It's like a reset button for my mind and spirit.
Exactly. When you're in nature, take some time to just be present. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Breathe in the fresh air. Listen to the sounds of the birds singing, the wind rustling through the trees. Allow yourself to soak in the beauty of your surroundings. And as you do this, you'll start to feel a sense of connection to something bigger than yourself.
It's like plugging into a universal power source.
Exactly. And another powerful way to connect with source energy is through meditation. Meditation helps to quiet the mind, create space for inner peace and stillness,
Okay.
and allows us to tune into the frequency of source energy.
I've heard that meditation can be incredibly beneficial, but I'll admit I struggle with quieting my mind. It's like there's a constant stream of thoughts vying for attention.
That's very common. The mind is like a mischievous monkey, always jumping from branch to branch. But with practice, you can learn to tame the monkey mind
Right.
and cultivate a state of inner peace. There are many different types of meditation. Find one that resonates with you and make it a regular practice. Even a few minutes a day can make a huge difference.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to try that.
Well-
What about creative pursuits?
Yes.
Can those help us connect with source energy?
Absolutely. When we engage in activities that bring us joy, whether it's painting, writing, dancing, singing, gardening, or anything else that sparks your passion,
Yeah.
we're tapping into the flow of source energy and allowing it to express itself through us.
I love that. It's like channeling the creative force of the universe.
Mhm.
So we've got nature meditation and creative pursuits, all fantastic ways to connect with source energy and nourish our souls. But I'm curious, what happens when we're trying to manifest something and it feels like it's just not happening? What are some of the blocks that might be preventing our manifestations from coming to fruition? We'll explore those in part 3, but for now, what resonated with you most in this part? What techniques are you excited to try? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Metaphysics Podcast for more deep dives into this world of the unseen. We'll be back soon with the final part of this episode, where we'll dive deeper into those blocks to manifestation and how to overcome them.
Welcome back to the Metaphysics Podcast for the final part of our deep dive into training your subconscious mind for positivity.
You know, we've covered so much ground already, from visualization and scripting to connecting with source energy.
Yeah.
But you know what I find so fascinating?
What's that?
It's like we have this incredible power within us,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it feels like there are these invisible barriers holding us back.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Those invisible barriers are what we often call blocks to manifestation.
Okay.
And they can be sneaky little things,
Yeah.
often operating below the surface of our awareness.
Okay, so let's shine a light on some of those sneaky blocks. What are some of the most common ones that might be tripping us up on our journey to positivity?
One of the biggest culprits is doubt and disbelief. You know, that inner voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "This will never work."
Oh, yeah.
It's like a negativity magnet, attracting more of what we don't want.
That voice can be so loud sometimes. It's like it's trying to sabotage our dreams before they even have a chance to take flight.
It's all about recognizing those doubts when they arise,
Okay.
challenging them, and replacing them with more empowering beliefs.
So it's like we need to become doubt detectives, constantly on the lookout for those negative thought patterns,
Yeah.
and then interrogating them
Ah.
with logic and reason.
Exactly. Ask yourself, is this thought really true?
Yeah.
What evidence do I have to support it? Often you'll find that those doubts are based on fear, not facts.
And once we've exposed those fears for what they are, what's the next step?
Replace them with affirmations, positive statements that affirm your worthiness, your capabilities, and your ability to achieve your goals.
So instead of "I can't do this," it's "I am capable and deserving of success."
Exactly. Repeat those affirmations like a mantra. Write them down. Visualize yourself living them. The more you can embody these new beliefs, the more they'll shape your reality.
I love that. It's like we're rewiring our brains for positivity one affirmation at a time.
Another powerful way to combat doubt is to focus on your past successes. Think about times when you've overcome challenges, achieved goals, or surprised yourself with your own strength and resilience.
It's like creating a highlight reel of our own awesomeness, reminding ourselves that we've got this.
Exactly. It's a great way to boost your confidence and reinforce the belief that you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
Okay, so we've tackled doubt and disbelief. What other blocks might be lurking in the shadows of our subconscious?
Impatience can be a major stumbling block.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
We live in a world that thrives on instant gratification.
We do?
But manifestation takes time. It's like planting a seed. You can't expect it to sprout overnight.
Right, it's like we want to rush the universe, but that often creates resistance and frustration.
The key is to surrender to the timing of the universe.
Okay,
Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect order, even if you can't see the full picture yet.
that's easier said than done sometimes. How can we cultivate that sense of trust and patience?
Focus on the journey, not just the destination.
Okay.
Celebrate the small wins along the way.
Hmm.
Practice gratitude for the progress you're making.
Yeah.
And remind yourself that the universe has a plan.
It's like we're co-creating with the universe, trusting that it's guiding us towards our highest good, even if the path isn't always clear.
Exactly. Now, another block that often rears its ugly head is fear.
Oh yeah, fear. That can be a real showstopper, keeping us stuck in our comfort zones and preventing us from taking risks.
Fear can manifest in so many ways.
Ye-
Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
But at its core, it's often rooted in limiting beliefs and past experiences.
So how do we face those fears and move through them?
First, acknowledge the fear.
Okay.
Don't try to push it away or pretend it's not there.
Ugh.
Once you've acknowledged it,
Yeah.
you can start to explore it.
Okay.
What is this fear trying to tell me? What am I really afraid of?
It's like having a compassionate conversation with your fear, trying to understand its message.
Exactly. And often just bringing it into the light of awareness can diminish its power. Once you've identified the root of the fear, you can start to challenge it. Is this belief really true? Is this past experience still relevant to my life today?
I love that. It's like we're reclaiming our power from fear by questioning its validity.
And a powerful technique for overcoming fear is visualization.
Okay.
Imagine yourself facing your fear head-on and coming out on the other side feeling strong and empowered.
It's like creating a mental rehearsal for success, training our subconscious mind to believe that we can handle whatever comes our way.
Now there's one more block I want to touch on.
Okay, what's that?
Self-sabotage.
Ooh.
This is when we unconsciously do things that undermine our own success,
Yeah.
often driven by fear, limiting beliefs, or a lack of self-worth.
Oh, self-sabotage. It's like
Yeah.
we have this inner critic that's constantly trying to hold us back.
It can manifest in many ways.
Yeah.
Procrastination, perfectionism, negative self-talk, making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
But the key to overcoming it is, once again, awareness.
So it's about paying attention to our patterns, recognizing when we're engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors, and then challenging those behaviors.
Exactly. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I afraid of? What am I trying to avoid? Often you'll find that self-sabotage is a way of protecting ourselves from pain or disappointment.
It's like we're trying to keep ourselves safe, but in doing so, we're preventing ourselves from living our fullest lives.
The key is to recognize that you are worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment.
Yes.
Choose to step outside of your comfort zone. Take risks. Challenge yourself. You are capable of so much more than you think.
This has been such an incredible journey. We've explored so many techniques for training our subconscious mind for positivity, and we've shown a light on some of the most common blocks that can hold us back.
Remember, it's a process. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress, and trust that you have the power within you to create a life that truly reflects your highest potential.
This has been so insightful. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of the subconscious mind. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and tools that you can use to create a life you truly love. And don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And be sure to like and subscribe to the Metaphysics podcast for more explorations into the unseen world. Until next time, keep those vibes high.